What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be reviewing the disaster that is Madam Web. I just got home after watching it, and all I can say is this movie is 100% gonna be the worst movie of this year, of this decade, because this movie was just terrible, guys. I mean, we all expected it to be bad, but imagine a movie being so bad that it makes Morbius look better. Morbius
I wish I knew.
was better than watching this. Guys, I mean, I have no words to say how disappointed I am in this movie. First of all, let's just get one thing out of the way, which most of you might be wondering. How is the CGI and all the spider people action? I can tell you right now, everything you see in the trailer of all the Spider Women, that's the only thing that they show in the movie. There's no extra scenes, and there's just one thing which I'm just so annoyed by, right? It's just that every time they show the villain, Ezekiel Sims, in his suit, right? The villain Spider-Man suit, this guy has no swinging scenes at all. Apparently he's a guy with spider powers, but he doesn't have any scenes in this movie where he's just like swinging through New York or anything. There's just scenes of him jumping over stuff. Like, you can clearly tell that it's like the rope, you know, he's just tied to a rope and he's just going like whoop, whoop. Like, it's just, I can't even explain like how stupid it looks sometimes. And let's start off with the plot, okay? Oh boy. Dakota Johnson, starring as Cassandra Webb. She is a paramedic, and she can see a glimpse of the future before it happens. That's the basic plot of the movie. She keeps seeing these, scenarios happening, like a friend getting into a car accident, these three girls being attacked on the train, and that's when she realizes that she has to, do something about it. So she goes up to them and she's like, "You gotta get off the train. Someone's trying to kill you." And the girls, the three girls, they're just like, "Oh, okay," and they just get off the train. Like, it felt like they make stupid decisions for the story to go forward. It's so stupid. And when they finally show in the train station, the first scene in which the villain, right, Ezekiel Sims, he is like crawling on the wall upside down and is coming from like far away, and they're like, "Who's trying to kill us?" And Dakota Johnson's like, that guy's trying to kill you. Like, at least give a little bit of like fucking fear or emotions into your acting. Like, this is just like, and oh my god, don't get me started on these three girls. Everyone wanted to see Sydney Sweeney in a spider suit. I can tell you now, you are not gonna. You will for just like a second or so. All the acting of all the three girls, right? They're just so like it's like they're forcing themselves to act. I bet they thought that, it's like some top class acting, but it's not. It was just so cringy to see. And there are scenes when Sydney Sweeney is just like, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Please forgive me. Oh, why is he trying to kill us? Oh my god, there he is." Like, just it's so bad, guys. Like, and Dakota Johnson, oh my god, she's just like, "Guys, I saved you for this night. Now tomorrow morning I'll take you back to your parents' house, and then you can do whatever the fuck you want, because that's all I'm here for. I'm done with my job." And let's talk about, I forgot the actor's name, the guy who plays the villain, Ezekiel Sims. He did like an okay job, not too bad. Like, actually it was pretty bad, but not too bad, not as bad as everyone else. This poor guy just got into this movie by accident, it felt like. And there are certain moments, right, in the movie, especially one scene where he brings this woman to his bed. He's just telling her like, "Oh, I had this vision. I'm gonna get murdered by three girls." Then she's like, "Oh, really? It's just a nightmare." And he's like, "No, I must murder them first." And then she's like, "How are you gonna find them?" And he's like, "I remember their faces." And this guy just went all Liam Neeson, and he's like, "I will find them, and I will kill them." Like, I can't. Oh man, I can, guys. I don't know what positive thing to say about this movie because there is none, right? I'm sure some reviewers might have some positive thing to say about this movie, but I don't. Just because of the fact that, being a hardcore Spider-Man fan who read most of the comics growing up, this was just disappointing to watch. And it's just Sony just keeps making the same mistakes over and over and over again. At this point, I'm just done with it. After this movie, I'm like, you know what? I don't really care what you put out. And you know what the worst part is? I saw this movie in 4DX, which means I had to really experience how bad it was. Like, every time Cassandra Webb is like giving a dialogue, the scene just goes like as if that is supposed to like enhance her performance or something. Like, yeah, man, it was disappointing. Everything you see in the trailer of the fighting scenes, the Spider-Woman stuff, those are the only scenes that's there in the movie, guys. There's no other action. There's nothing. You can take all of the action in the movie and put it onto a trailer, and it still wouldn't be like 3 minutes. It's just bad. And oh my lord, the ending of this movie, it showed Dakota Johnson wearing a red ski mask looking glasses. It was her suit was just horrible. The ending was just bad. It was just cringe. Oh man. I don't even know what to say. Another thing is, after the girls, like asks Cassandra Webb for help, and they're like, "Cassie, can you please help us?" And she's like, "I'm gonna take you back to your parents' house and they can deal with this shit." Like, oh man, there was no plot. It was just basically, it felt like all happened just in one night. Like it just happened in one night, so the movie could just go ahead with its story. It had no post-credit scene or mid-credit scene, and it was just, guys, I wouldn't recommend this movie at all. This is the kind of movie you watch with a group of friends to see how bad it is. And it's one of those movies where every time a cringy scene happens, you're like, yeah. It was just horrible. The acting, Sydney Sweeney, my god, she just killed it. I mean, literally killed the role to a point where I could not bear watching her acting on screen. Guys, I don't mean to be so negative about this review. The movie was so terrible. It got 14% on Rotten Tomatoes. When I saw the trailer, I was hoping that there would be some sort of Andrew Garfield reference, or some sort of Spider-Man reference, but right now, I'm so glad that it did not happen, because I don't want any of the Andrew Garfield stuff to be connected to this garbage. This movie was bad, and I would give this a -25 out of 10. And there's this one particular part, right, where the villain, Ezekiel Sims, brings his woman over to his bed, and they're just talking, and he's giving like a dialogue, right? But the lips are moving so differently. It's like he's saying that, "I want to find these girls and kill them," but his lips are going like again, just another nitpick on why this movie did not work for me. I'm sure that there are a lot of you who enjoyed the movie, but me personally, being a hardcore comic book and Spider-Man fan, I was just not happy to watch this at all. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. If you enjoyed this review, make sure you leave likes, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one.